Meet Fatima. Fatima lives in Luma Apartments, a well-maintained apartment building in the outer suburbs. And this is her Strata story. I've lived in the building for over 5 years now. Never really had any problems. Everyone seems nice, but also keeps to themselves, which suits me fine. I'm not really much for chit-chat. However, a few weeks ago, I had a problem with my parking spot. We have allocated parking spaces within a security car park below the building, so only people with a swipe card can access the car park. Some of the 3-bedroom units have 2 car spaces, but most of us just have the 1 car spot. All of the car spots have the unit number clearly painted on the floor. So I was surprised when I came home from work last Tuesday and found a car parked in my car space. In fact, because I wasn't expecting it, I almost ran into the back of the car. I didn't really know what to do at the time. This has never happened to me before, and I didn't really know the process to resolve the issue. So I parked in the last available visitor parking space, took a photo of the car in my car space and sent an email to the Strata manager. Hi, please see attached a photo of a car that is parked in my car space. Please advise how we address this situation. I hadn't received an email reply by the time I left for work the next day, but I did notice that the car was still parked in my spot when I left. Before I headed home, I received an email from the Strata manager. We do not currently have that number plate on record for any resident. Please advise if the parking issue persists. Seriously? How is that my problem? Find out! So when I got home and saw that the car was still parked in my car spot, I was pretty annoyed. I again parked in the visitor parking and took another photo of the car and replied to the email. Hi, yes, the car is still parked in my space. See photo attached. What do we do now? Can you check the CCTV footage to see who it is? I got a reply the next morning. We're not legally allowed to use CCTV footage to identify a resident for parking violations. Okay, but there was no mention of next steps or what I should do about it. So I replied again. So what are we doing about the fact that someone is parked in my parking space? The following evening, after again coming home to find the car still in my car space, I noticed an email to all owners from the Strata manager reminding everyone that parking spaces are allocated and it's against the rules to park in allocated parking spaces without the consent from the owner. That's great, but it didn't say anything about the car that was parked in my space or ask them to move it. 2 more days passed and the car didn't even appear to move, so they hadn't moved it in over 5 days. Then it happened. I opened my email and there it was, a parking violation notice. For me, for parking in a visitor's parking spot. I was furious. I hit reply on the email and unleashed. Are you serious? Yes, I've been parking in a visitor's parking space. Where else would you like me to park? In my allocated parking space? Sure, no problem. Oh wait, there is a problem, because someone's been parked in my car space for 5 days and you monkeys haven't done anything about it. I'm not paying the fine. Do your job, find out who is parked in my car space and make them pay it. I hit send. On reflection, the language is probably not necessary, but I was so angry when I typed it, that's how it came out. Obviously, the Strata manager didn't think my language was appropriate either, because I received an email from the company the next day scolding me and advising that the language of this nature would not be tolerated. Fair call. Ironically though, there was still no mention of what was being done about the car parked in my space, or addressing the hypocrisy of my parking violation. So far, I'd had my hand smacked twice, and the person in my car space was still happily living their life. I was so angry. I really wanted to email them back and tell them what I thought of their crappy service. But after being scolded for my fiery comments already, I thought I should calm down before I emailed back. The next morning, to my delight, I noticed that the car was no longer in my car space. I took a photo of the empty car space and emailed it to the Strata manager. Hi, just letting you know the car is no longer in my car space. See attached photo. I got a reply that afternoon. The reply stated, We're glad we were able to resolve the issue. Wait, what? You didn't resolve the issue. You didn't do anything. You just made me wait them out and then tried to fine me for where I parked instead. And then they wonder why strata managers have a bad reputation. I mean, it was bad enough that they didn't do anything, but to take credit for the end result was such a kick in the guts. Hi everyone, we hope you enjoyed the story. If you would like to hear more about this particular story, you can watch our full episode, where we delve into the story in more detail and we explore what it means for owners. So we will drop the link for that episode in the description below. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out as new episodes are released. And please jump over to our socials and join the conversation. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what we're producing and help shape what comes next for the channel. All right, see you in the next one.